Could it be that life has new meaning to me? I'm just warming up. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the evening edition of Creative Talent Productions, LLC, where I create things for humanity. Can I get a what? What? How's everybody doing this evening? Tonight, in tonight's edition, it's going to be Patricia's Poetry. Patricia's Poetry. So, I'll just wait for a few audience members to arrive. And well, if they don't, well, that's because the algorithms, they tamper with the algorithms for content creators who speak out against injustice because, well, they would rather remain silent and not expose anything. I have some poetry. Okay. Let's start with The Yellow Submarine. Fascism coming to a town near you. U.S. militias, tanks rolling too. Local streets and roads ain't built for these loads. Will they repair the utilities below? The asphalt only meant for standard roadways, not war tanks? Pardons for Jan 6 criminals are more than likely ice thugs now. The last time I saw National Guard was after 9/11. How fitting and in accord. Same players, different chords. Level the ground for realtors' rewards. Blank fascism. Let me read it again. The Yellow Submarine. Fascism coming to a town near you. U.S. militias, tanks rolling too. Local streets and roads ain't built with these loads. Will they repair the utilities below? The asphalt's only meant for standard roadways, not war tanks. Pardons for Jan 6 criminals are now more than likely ICE thugs participants. The last time I saw the National Guard was after 9/11. How fitting and in accord. Same players, different chords. Level the ground for realtors' rewards. Blank fascism. This is the poetry reading hour, slam poetry by Patricia. The money game. I know the money game. The streets were calling my name. Instead of the street game, I flipped it to make my claim. A claim of changing the corruption game. The game of corruption they all parlay into lifelong investments from child blank esters. Slice and dice you verbally, you sacks of ish, as we know you all to be. A temporary short-term disruption was the song they sang. While we spend millions to genocide other countries is maddening and insane. Blank all you crapbag politicians left and right. You're both ish on sticks who will never see the light. Poetry by Patricia Kubox, a.k.a. Patricia, New York. Flow. Go with the flow, or the flow will take you so low. Nature knows where you need to go. Hold on tight. Trust the process. Everything will be all right. Can I get a what? What? Can I get it clear? Some cheers. Wonder. Do you ever wonder why you stayed with someone for as long as you did? I have. For me, it's being familiar and having a connection. I've come to the realization that I'm very disconnected. I can detach and vacate the situation easily when I've been hurt. It hasn't worked out that way in the past because I made excuses for others' bad behavior. Fight or flight, I'm going first class. It's my survival skill. Yeah, baby. Uh huh. Now, a song that I have the beats for it, I have the lyrics. Petty ass bitches, you wanna give them stitches. Leave them in the ditches, those petty ass bitches. I gotta finish that. I got lyrics to go with it. They sink into mindless stupidity, never ending ditches of stupidity. No one can defeat you. Don't let them beat you. Keep it together no matter the weather. You'll do better. Keep them to the curb. That's what they deserve. I don't promote violence. I'm just using these words in a metaphoric sense. Okay? Priests making passes, tapping boys' blanks. Sit back and laugh in the money church, while the church. Sit back and laugh at the money churches made while avoiding taxes. America, America, land of the waste. America, America, no longer great. America, America, you chewed off your face. Your absorbency rate makes me hesitate to engage because nowhere in the equation will I ever. Wait, let's see. Alright, I gotta fix that. Cosplay wealth and extravagance until reality checks your ignorance. I got some things I have to just, this is a poem I wrote many years ago. I'm such a little writer. That's what I would do. Me and my dyslexic self write poetry and read books. And then every time I went outside, people would try to harass me, and I'd have to just show them. I'd have to teach them about gravity. Stars, come walk with me on a stargaze evening. I'm such a romantic. I really am. I'll always be a romantic at heart. Will I ever have romance? Nope, not again. Not happening. Nope. Stars, come walk with me on a stargaze evening. A night filled with mystery and enchantment. A night we will both remember for as long as we shall live. Romance is here in our hearts to stay because I love you and you love me too. And in love, in the end, love is all we need. That was actually a poem that I submitted years ago. The cosmetic company, Lancome, they were looking for poets to announce a new fragrance line. Yeah, just a little poet. The universe is vibrating. The chaos we are experiencing is from the shifting vibrations of our planet Earth, respectively, along with imbeciles who don't know how to do their job, who hide behind foreign nations to increase their wealth and dedication. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Our planet is one of many in our vast universe, reminding us that solar storms also contribute to erratic insect behavior, which causes changes in the Earth's ecosystem. That was part of a poem. Okay, wait, what are you telling me your numbers for? Do I care? No. Goodbye. Get the fuck out of here. The latest round of infestational infrastructure cosplay is on display. The Techno Billionaire Club that changed the ecosystem. No, it's not a hypothetical assumption regarding the bat theory as the cause of COVID-19. How we arrived at this place is known only to the seed planters, aka vectors. People's behavior can be deranged by imagination. We're living in it. Damn Skippy, we're living in it. Boys to mother. A boy is first a son, then a husband. A girl is first a daughter, who then becomes a wife. A wife then assumes the role of another mother. That's the facts, man. That's the facts. We have to, we have to, we have to become mothers to our husbands, ladies. Oh my God. What suits you? Include when it suits you. Exclude when you're not needed. Delude yourself if you think they'll ever change. Snakes sliver, cold weather shivers, bullshitters won't ever deliver. That's facts, people. That's facts. This is a poem I wrote to my husband. Pain and growth. Thank you for all the pain I have grown from by allowing your bullshit to not make me go insane. Toxic people are not bad people. Do you agree? No, they're just psychopaths posing to be somebody else. That's the truth. Think first, act next. Stay focused on the mission. It'll all connect. Yeah, everybody, stay focused. You know, you're doing what you're doing. Continue to do it. Everything works out. Everything works out. The train from Poughkeepsie into the city. Park and ride into the nitty gritty. Get to work on time, working for nickels and dimes. I'm surviving to thrive, making it through each day, one day at a time. Sociopaths don't register emotions. Yep. Yeah. My best. See me at my worst so you'll know me and love me at my best. Passenger in life. I'm a passenger in life enjoying the ride. Sometimes going uphill, sometimes going side to side. More times crashing into things, but always bouncing back with stride. Who the hell are you? Get off my page. People got nothing better to do? Take a walk. Free cheese will bring you to your knees, make you believe everything you see in this fantasy created. There's more to that. That's part of manifestation, manipulation brought to you by the Aryan nation. Free cheese will bring you to your knees, make you believe everything you see in this fantasy that's been created by colonizers filled with greed. Bum ba dum bum. Yeah, I have these in my book, these poems in my book, but I didn't put all of them because I have so many. Drug addiction, rug addiction, I don't know if I can say that. Rug addiction, a pinhole with floodwaters coming towards. I got more to that to add. This I didn't title yet. Because I have other parts to add to it. A mystical crime saga, altered with racism, greed, the afterlife, and vindication. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, drinking fetus's blood to stay alive and youthful. Giving. We can only give another what we've learned by what was given to us. Not meaning material possessions, but love, kindness, and compassion. Innocence scorned. If you wake up without someone picking you up, then get up and do something. Something good and productive. Everyone has issues in their lives, but we still have to keep going. Manipulate their feelings to fulfill their fantasy of what their needs are. Control. Our mistakes make our journey in life. I think they're already predestined. My life, my story, my shame, my glory. It's a very real possibility that more than 60% of couples remain together for financial purposes only. The relationship has died years ago. Flowers were sent to the gravesite of your no longer existing relationship. The only tie you have is the legal bond. Cohabitation for financial means only is the topic of discussion. I'm being brutally honest. This situation happens in many relationships because everything in life is an ebb and flow. Yet sometimes you, hold on, yet sometimes you were really just never meant to be. But you became familiar with one another, and then started the anxiety. Stay away from emotional vampires. They want to drain your blood. I have always had a very, very strong personality. I mean, I still do. And this is why I've been able to survive and sustain. Because a lot of other people, they would have been like, oh, I'm done. Stick a fork in me. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Medicate me, sedate me. I don't want to know jack shit about nothing. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, bring it on. Keep it coming. I'll keep swinging. That's right. And I don't mean that in a violent sense. You know, some people just, they got a lot of oomph, and I'm one of them. Don't play around with people. Don't play around with people thinking you're going to be a bitch ass, because you might end up getting knocked on your ass legally. Mm-hmm. As I walk along the streets alone, I found the place that was once my home. Long ago, years past, memories of what was once my youth went so fast. When forces around, hold on, forces around me. When forces around me make me feel down, pick up my motherfucking head and keep it moving. Light a fire under my ass. Caught between dimensions, suspended animation. Yep. To buck someone, okay. To B-U-C-K, not anything foul. Oh, speaking of buck, years ago, my father-in-law came here, and you know what he said to me? Hi, Buckwheat. Call me Buckwheat. Now, this was after years of him saying I was a mongrel, had used the N-word around me. I was like, oh my God, how did I get here? Lord God, help me. Please. How did I arrive? Ah. Yeah. Imagine that. You call your daughter-in-law buckwheat. You know what I did? I told him, get the F out of my house now. I never want to see your face again. Ugh. Yeah, that's the kind of shit. Well, there you go. There you go. Effed up things. Effed up things don't send you an invite first. It all just happens, and it happens, and a lot of stuff can happen back to back. It just blows your mind, but you have to deal with it as best as possible. Meditation, not medication, will keep you focused, and keep your mind right. Tell you, my mother raised us like little soldiers. She was like, no kid of mine, you ain't taking no ish from nobody. You ain't taking nothing from nobody. Life is not going to give you nothing, and don't take no crap from people. Because people try to play you and play you. Yep. That's for sure. Yeah, when I was a little kid, we had lived in Yonkers, and back then, um, in the mall, they had a theme park, an amusement park. I don't know if it was one of those carnies or what have you. But anyway, I went on the roller coaster, and I was terrified, and I got off, and I was, and they said, "What are you, a wimp?" I was like, "What? You call me a what?" I'm going on it again. And then I went on it the second time, and I was like, I got this shit. I got this. Oh, this is when I was attempting the dating apps. Oh God, what disasters! Oh, and the scammers on there. Oh my God. Oh God, talking about dating apps. This one man. This was like 2 years after my husband died. Uh, this guy. Listen to this, y'all. This guy. He tells me that I said, "Well, what's your story?" Blah blah blah. Married, divorced. He was divorced, and he had a relationship that had ended. This man says to me, yeah, my this relationship I had, my ex had a daughter, and then he says to me, listen to this, it made my stomach churn, and I reported him and then blocked him. He said, I was attracted to my girlfriend's daughter. He said that. The phone suddenly disconnected, and I blocked him and never again. Oh my God. People, please be careful. You could be married to someone. It could actually be your children's biological parent. Please be careful with your children. If you have children and you have someone in your life, be very cautious. Be very cautious. Get a full background on the person. Do not leave your kid. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. When I tell you. Poor choices, economic gloom, poor choices, failure to resume. Donald J. Trump. Hijacked highways to grocery byways. Yeah, that's what we got going on now. The cryptic is holographic. It's how we shift it. Learn to live with it. Hell has a highway. Avoid it. Take the byway. Kick it back out of your way. The lack of reciprocity has cut off any of my. The lack of reciprocity cuts off generosity of a person's energy and time. Small droplets keep flowing, avoid large gaps of not knowing. Yes, I'm such a poet. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I'm about 300 years old now. I was 200 when I was in my 30s, so now I'm 300. Kool-Aid life and everything ain't nice. Don't slip and fall on the ice. The journey. Life is a journey for sure that many cannot endure, causing many people to implode due to no fault of their own. Paths cross and we get lost with life events. That happens, man. That happens. That's why whatever trial and trauma you're going through, always know it's just a temporary situation. It's a temporary situation that will pass. Same as when things are going great and your life is unicorn, farts and whistles and rainbows. It's temporary, so enjoy it. Enjoy it. Looking at some of my photography. Oh my God, I have so many gorgeous photos. I'm such a creator. Oh my God. Yeah, I was born with crayons in my hand and a pen. I was taking notes as a recorder and I was drawing. What is this? You're viewing an unpublished version of this. What the hell is this shit? Okay, hold on. Oh, you're looking at photos. Oh, wow. I'm looking at a nice photo of when we had gone out to dinner once. Yes. That was the weirdest thing. My husband never showed any affection, and relations were like K rations. If anybody's familiar with the military term K rations, you know, relations were like once a month, and it was like, okay, wow, what's going on here? But anyway, I just attributed it to him being white and not really just he. It was weird. The whole thing weird, weird. Like freaking. I will survive. Yeah, without a doubt, 100%. Without a doubt. Hold on, let me get back to the rest of my poetry. Oh wow, these are some incredible photos. Now I have these pictures on my old iPhone and my old iPad, and I have a Mac. What? Okay, I gotta go back. You're looking at this amazing photograph from up in Falmouth. There some tree stubs that were carved into owls. Oh man, so cool. I'm gonna go back up there. I gotta go back and visit. Abuse. For many years, I dealt with abuse, emotional, manipulation, manifestation. Listen to all the excuses. They became the theme song of the apology tour. Always forgave, but nothing changed. What changed was me. Damn Skippy. Yeah, if you're in a relationship with someone who they just get rid of them. Get rid of them. Keep it moving. Let them find their way. Let them find their way because how they are with you, they'll be with somebody else. Thing is, now, I'm a homebody, and my husband used to, he was like, oh, you used to say, we could go out to have dinner. And he would like want to go to the bar. I'm like, no, no, no. I don't. I did that. I worked in bars. I don't go to bars. To me, bars are bar people, people that are just they're hung up, living their life in a bottle. No, you want to do that? Knock yourself out. Take a cab, and you want to knock yourself out? Go right ahead. Do not drive a vehicle. Whoa, why can't, why? Well, here's how it works. We're legally married. If something happens, and because you choose to have one too many, then that affects me as well. Do you understand that? I'm telling you, you gotta just. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my God. A windy day. Incredibly high winds about an hour earlier. I didn't have my broom, but I but if I did, I would have been twirling quickly. It's the lead paint, everybody. I'm going to say it's the lead paint. No, it's my personality. It's how I am. You know, it's how I'm born. We're all unique. We're all unique individuals. Pain and addiction has caused your affliction. Now heal. Yeah, people, heal. If you're struggling, start to meditate. Start to meditate. If you need medication to get you through the hump for that desire that you have to use a substance, you have to wean yourself off of it. You have to wean yourself off of it. It's muscle memory. Listen, when we're born, okay, I'm familiar with recovery because of, well, I'd seen my brother. After my brother came home from the military, he, well, jacked him up mentally, as it does to about 90% of military members. Um, and then my husband Peter, he had gone into Smithers because when we met, he was being reckless, and I was like, listen, buddy, here's how it works. If we're going to have a relationship, I'm going to be June Cleaver and you're going to be Mr. Cleaver. Do you understand me? Because I have a son here to raise. This is not Party Central USA. If you want Party Central USA, there's the door. Don't let it hit you with the good Lord split you. And what had happened was he had living on the edge, living on the edge. He was in a situation where his vehicle flipped over and he was tossed out of the car. And I'll never forget that because I had a feeling something was wrong. Like I just get these jolts in my body, and I know when something's wrong with my loved ones and people in my circle, people that I'm close to. And like an hour later, I got a phone call from one of the guys he worked with. This guy named Danny Saida. He's like, Patty. Oh, yeah. Who's this? Danny. What are you calling me for? What's up? Patty, you sitting down? Danny, what the F? And he told me what happened. I was like, oh, okay, okay, okay. So anyway, after that, then he went into the place, and then what they taught him was that, bro, keep it moving, bro. Whoever you are. No, is your mama Santa? Get out of here. These freaking morons. I tell you, people are so stupid. Oh my God, I got so much poetry. So much poetry. The SOC Witness Protection Program. So, did anyone ever figure out what happened to all the missing socks? Did they go into the SOC witness protection program. It's so true. You put it in the socks, and then they become missing. It's like, wait, what happened? What happened? You went into the sock protection program. Life is full of pain. Life is full of pain and disappointments. They go together like white on rice. No one goes through this life without being hurt and damaged. That's the truth. Believe it, 100%. You just have to be able to, you know, sustain, and get over stuff because, well, oh, and if anyone wants to know, I'm not antisocial. I'm just anti-bullshit. That's all. Very simple. Big difference. A big difference. I was just reading an article um, that in Nassau County, they have not acknowledged Juneteenth. And back in 2015, I was at a boxing event at the Paramount Theater, and on the card was there were different fights, but there was this white boxer versus this young black kid. And some WT in the audience was yelling out repeatedly, and this mope happened to be standing behind me. He was yelling. This is what he was yelling: "Beat him like you own him. Beat him like you own him." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No surprise there that they haven't acknowledged Juneteenth. No surprise there. No surprise there. I am a repository of knowledge and information about the corruption conjunction that goes along in city government. Yes, I am. Plus, my family's been very involved with the city for many, many years, so. Mm-hmm. Found out that one of my uncles was involved with the Harry Gross. He was a book runner for Harry Gross. Oh my God. The corruption is in my blood. No. I gotta listen to one of my beats. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. No, that's not my poem. That's something that I read. Let's see. Oh my God. Try to untie a laundry bag knot with the buzz on. You won't go far. That happened. Well, after having two cocktails, I was then trying to untie the knot and wheel. Excuse me. You know, there's an abundance of weirdos around me that stalk me, and they don't think I know, but I know. All right, let me listen to my music here. Let's see. Oh my god. I gotta find the beat. Oh, excuse me. What's everybody doing tonight? I'll be doing sleeping in about another 2 hours. And then, like such an old lady, get up at like early in the morning. And then stay awake for a little bit. Then go back to sleep. Then get up by 5. That's what happens. This is the life. Okay, this is not a poem that I wrote, but it's a quote that I've read. If you continuously compete with others, you become bitter. But if you continuously compete with yourself, you become better. There you go. Don't worry about anybody else. Worry about yourself. My mother told me that a long time ago. Listen, you! You take care of you! And I was so wimpy. I was so sensitive. I would cry about so many things. Like after when I broke up with my son's father, I was so broken. I was like, oh my God, who's gonna love me? Who's gonna? Now I have a kid to take care of. My life is over. And my mother was like, oh God, all right, your heart's broken, little one. You're gonna get through it. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna be the first. You're not gonna be the last. Yeah, my message to women, I mean, you get in a relationship, protect yourself. Protect yourself and use birth control, honestly. Unless it's a committed, you know that the person is going to be there for you. Because you end up, yeah, you know, you, you get stuck with child and then you got to raise a child or, your choice, your body, your choice, whatever you want to do. But, yeah. Oh, God. Let's see. God bless America, land of the free. Stand beside her when you stand beside her when you lie and send out. Oh, there's more to that. There's something I can't. Oh God. I just say thank God that I survived. Oh my God. Oh, this is some trivia. 1 inch of rain weighs approximately 5.2 pounds per square foot. Rain can do an awful lot of damage. When calculated over larger areas, 1 inch of rain on 1 acre weighs roughly 113 tons. It is equivalent to 27,154 gallons of water per acre. Now, with all this AI and these data centers that are proposed, well, they're proposing one right here, right here. Here's another one. Kindred spirits on the pain level, not on the compatibility level, is the reason why we meet certain people. They'll share a part of their life with us, but they won't be nice with us. Yeah, I reckon anybody who's in any recovery, if you're in any of the rooms, you're so vulnerable. You're like an infant just learning how to hold a baby bottle. Don't get yourself involved with people that are in the rooms. Where is my sound? I have sounds here. On. AIU. Accidental, intentional, unintentional. Remember that. AIU. Accidental, intentional, unintentional. Dream is over. The end of a dream, as crazy as it seemed, to have a life partner till the years became shorter, only to wake up and realize the dream exploded by erosion. Erosion of him knowing better, yet continuing to avoid matters of his health. Yep. Yeah, that definitely was real. That whole situation. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This is in my book. Live in truth. When lies are told, it makes your soul grow old. The burden of deception creates a deflection of mismanaged thoughts that make your mind go off. As the web grows, uncouth, classless comments hours after finding my husband unresponsive, like I didn't know he was being sneaky and shady. Hello. Being passive aggressive. His secret started from day one, as if that's the way to live. I guess the generational webs will keep alive and keep growing. Mm-hmm. That's the truth, if you're around like a bunch of like everything is a lie and that stays with you, and it sticks to you and it just carries on from one generation to another, one generation to the other. Yep. Let's see, audio. No, that's not it. The colonizers, I think I read this. Convict leasing, race agitators, racial terrorists, liberation, castration, molded age, not golden age. That's who we're at, people. The friggin' molded age. The molded age of, let's see. So instead of having a ridiculous, overpriced party, send out checks to everybody, dude. Mr. President, dude. Send out checks to everybody. You brought us to this situation that we're in because Israeli has your testicles. It's better to see than not see. When we overlook things, they can be disappointing later on down the road, if it's a road we choose to take. Moral of the post, don't overlook things. Don't overlook things because a situation presents itself from day one. Same goes for people. The signs are present, but we often put blinders on because we would like things to be complementary to our wants and needs. That doesn't happen. No. I think I read this. Think first, act next. Stay focused on the mission. It's all connected. And all reflect on everything that you're doing. After my husband died, pain, been a dark time, all of which I have no control of. I'm okay, I was telling my story. It's sad, boo-hoo. Makes me sad, my voice cracks. Then I remember the Yazidi massacre, Palestine. That's pain. That's a heavy, heavy life hit. Pain that we're bringing on, that we've been continuing to bring on. Continue. All for what? For labels? For luxury buildings that are built for money from, you know what? Okay, so now I can't find it. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, that's the end of the show, everyone. Thank you for your attendance. Have a great night, and I'll be back. Stay safe. Excuse me. Stay safe, everybody. Stay hydrated. Careful. And remember to always do the right thing because we're all being watched. Okay. Till next time. Bye.